Hello everybody, how are you? Ciao ragazzi, come state? Benvenuti. Welcome into my new tutorial. Sorry for my voice, but I am flu. I am going out of the flu, but I'm still with a problem with the voice. I hope you are okay, not like me. Good afternoon for everybody. Thank you so much to be here. I would like to introduce you this new tutorial. It is the presentation, demonstration of my new preset MF Bogfish based on the amazing Bogner fish tube amp. Another amazing component, another amazing jewels made by Reynold Bogner. As maybe most of you know very well that I loved so much the Bogner equipment. I owned for 20 years the Bogner Ecstasy, and I love so much the sound of Bogner because it is a mix of the vintage style and modern style, and in a single amp you have the best clean, the best crunch, the best lead, with a lot of possibility to tweak, to modify, and to adapt, to shape your sound to your needs. Bogner fish amp, it is a rack preamp, and we are lucky that Fractal designed two versions of this Bogner, the Stratto and the Brown. The sound is a bit different, and I would like to introduce you my solution. To be honest, I would like to share with you how I create my preset. What solution? You know very well, I think, my solution, but in any case, I wanted to share with you some new solution and some new features I introduced with this preset. Of course, you can buy this preset on my store, but of course, if you follow the tutorial, you can reproduce by yourself. So let's start to share the screen. Okay, this is preset. Is, let's say, pretty simple. Okay, it is also available for FM3 and FM9, so I'm working with AXFX3, but the preset is pretty the same in all platforms. And as you can see here, I start with a compressor. I use the optical sustainer because I squeeze this preset on the FM3 Mark 1. I try to use the less expensive effects in terms of CPU power resource. So, for example, if you check the optical sustainer, absorbs less resources from the CPU compared to studio compressor. So, I think you have to take care about this typical characteristic of Fractal. Sometimes it is simple, necessary. Sorry, if you need the compressor, doesn't mean that you need the studio compressor for every kind of preset. In this case, the optical sustainer to me sounds nice and let you save some resource to use other effects. This is the reason that sometimes I use some effects instead of other effects. So the compressor is used for the clean sound. Then you can find let's come back to the editor. You can find a typical circuit that let you to use the volume or wah. You can select to use the volume or wah with the same pedal by the amplex. Sorry. I'm really flu, sorry. And as you can see here, the amplex in the standard mode is in channel A, and input select is row 2. So that it means that now is working the volume. If you select the channel B, you get the signal from row 3 and you work with the wah. As you can see, wah when I move the wah is activated automatically. So Mplex is a block that select the input, okay, you want, and I assign channel, the row 3 to channel B and the row 2 channel A. So if I want to use wah in a special scene, it's really simple. I selected the A or B channel and I store the scene where I want to have wah or volume. Now you can, I have the volume functionality in all scenes, but it is absolutely up to you. Remember, guys, that as usual, my preset is not absolutely fixed. My presets are, let's say, a template where you can work and you can get your sound. So you can modify everything as you want. Especially this preset is is prepared to be modified and to customize based on your needs. Ok, ciao Andrea, ciao a tutti ragazzi, hello to everybody. So this is the circuit of the Mplex. Okay, it's really simple. Of course, if you have some question, you can put the question on the chat. I answer you later on, or you can write down the comment below the video. Of course, I ask you to put a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel or the G66 YouTube channel. Okay, we are streaming in the same time on my YouTube channel and G66 YouTube channel. Then I use the phaser effect, nothing special. I use the fast vibe effect. There are two possibilities to use the fast vibe or in channel B, the block 90, but it is up to you. I put these effects because I have enough room to use it, but it's not used in the scene. Sorry again. Then I use the drive. I use the FET preamp. It is another block. It's another effect that contribute to give you a boost, an extra boost to the gain signal without affect too much the CPU power. So it is really important because if you try the Tube Screamer, the TS808, the CPU power consumption is much more. Then, so if you take care of this effect, you can get exact the same effects, because if you need a boost, FET preamp is perfect for this, but the impact on the CPU power is very, very low, and this is perfect. This is the reason that I was able to fit this preset even on the FM3. Well, I use the FET preamp when I wanted to give an extra gain, an extra boost to the lead sound. But of course, you can, it is up to you. You can add, I can switch on the FET preamp based on your need. So let's go to the core of the preset. It is the Bogfish. Bogfish is the Bogner fish amp. I offer 4 different channels. On channel A, you have the let's say high gain configurations. In channel B, you have the brown configuration. It is similar, but it is less gain and darker sound. Then on channel C, I use the Shiver Clean to have the clean sound. So I use the same Bogner family. And on channel D, I have another settings of the Bogfish Stratto, so less gain to get the crunch signal. So on the scene number 1, you have the lead sound. Of course, you can swap the scene as you want, because okay, my standard is to use the lead on scene number 1, but you can do what you want. Of course, you can use the scene swap, and you can swap the scenes as you want. Okay, so on the lead channel I use this Plex is on because I'm doing the solo now. On the lead channel I use the Bogfish Stratto with these settings, gain and so on. I have the cabinet. I explain you the cabinet because you have different possibility with the cabinet. I use all Dynacab cabinet. you have 4 channels available to select the cabinet you want. This block volume pen, it is used only for boost the lead volume. It is placed on after the amp block. It is only to boost about 2.6 dB the volume. Okay. This block is not available on the FM3 because the space, and you can set your scenes volume by the scenes level. So in the FM3 you can decide which scenes you want more volume by selecting the scene level. It's very, very simple. I didn't put the volume block on the FM3 because the space is too less. Sorry. Okay. Then I use the pitch shift in the dual detune configuration. Okay. I have to select this one because of that. This kind of channel C. There are 2 different settings. As you can see, one is low settings with a 34% of input gain, and the other channel it is high settings to have more detune configuration. You can use also the kill dry functionalities. Doesn't matter because this is my template from the past when the kill dry was not available, but it is the same. The mix has to stay on 100%. In any case, I prefer to set up the block by the input gain. Why this? Especially on the ambient effects like delay and plex delay, if you change the mix during the scenes changing, you affect the tails of the previous scenes. I explain better. If you have long tails of the Plexiverb and you select a new scenes with the same effects but with mix at 10%, for example, you cut the tails immediately. And this is the reason that I prefer the input gain, because the input gain affects only the input signal and let the tails as it is. Okay? I hope this is clear. So you can change the scenes with a new one where you are different sets, but you can keep the tails or the tail of the previous scene. This is the reason I prefer to use the input gain. This for the you have no problem with the pitch because pitch has no tail. But okay, it is a method that I adopt and I prefer to use it. But of course, you can use the kill dry and use the mix. Okay, so for the this is the pitch. Pitch is disabled on the lead. Then I use the delay. In this case, I use the kill dry, but as you can see here, I use again the input gain to set different effect level. I have, for example, A and B. There are 2 different settings of the input gain. Okay, I hope you understand very well why I use the input and not the mix. Okay, there is a big difference. And the same it is on the Plexiverb. As you can see, I use the input gain with different settings. And at the end, I use the simple reverb, large hole, only to create the room. So let's start from the clean channel, for example. It is based on the Shiver Clean with a bit of delay, with a compressor. And this is the sound. Okay, the volume block is on, is to switch it off. Because because you can use the volume also to have a boost on the clean sound. So I have the clean plus, where I use the pitch block. I love the Plexiverb. Okay. Then let's go to the rhythm part. Okay, the rhythm part is based on the Bogfish Stratto and the Citrus Dynamic 1 cabinet. I designed the cab block to offer you different possibilities how it works. So on channel A you have the Citrus Dynamic 1 or the condenser. It's up to you to select one or the other one or together. So you can hear the difference to use, for example, the dynamic one or the condenser. So you can select the solo. If you press mute, you can hear the cab 2. If you press S, you can hear the cab 1. Sorry. Oh, what's happened? Sorry. It is a matter of transmitter. The battery is... I have to change the cable. Okay. Okay. No. So let's come back to the... So, this is the condenser, or you mute the condenser and works the dynamic. I show you better, sorry. So you can select which kind of cabinet you want. I don't use the cab 3 and 4 because you have it only on XFX3, so this preset is available for FM9 and F3. So you can use on channel A the Citrus cabinet. On channel B you can select or you use the Friedman with the Greenback. With dynamic 2 or it's up to you. You can or you can use both. Even on the Citrus, you deselect the M and use the both cabinet. It's absolutely up to you. It's based on your taste, it's based on your needs. Dynamic, condenser, both. Okay, on channel C, you have the Friedman V30. With the condenser microphone, or you can put on solo the dynamic. And at the end, you have also the 9060 TV cabinet. Dynamic or condenser. Or both. Typically, I like the dynamic one in this position, and for this preset, my favorite it is the Citrus dynamic one. But you have many possibilities, and you can select the cabinet you want and you prefer. Okay. Then. Okay, you have the clean. So I create another preset, the brown plex. It is based on the Bogfish brown. Okay. Is less gain and is darker than the Stratto. Very dynamic. Of course, you can switch off the delay and the plex, and you have the pure sound only with a bit of reverb, nothing else. Of course, you can select different cabinet. It's very impressive that how the sound changes when you select a different cabinet. And for this reason, I put 4 different cabinet with 2 combinations, so you can have 3 combinations per cabinet by 12 different combinations. Very nice, very nice. Then on the C number 6, I have the Clean Plus, where I put everything. I use the pitch, the tune. Only on a FM FM3 Turbo, FM9 and XFX3, you can select also the channel C of the Plexiverb to have the echo shimmer. Okay, you have these possibilities, but on FM3 you can do this only on FM3 Turbo, because on the FM3 Mark 1 you exceed the CPU power. So you have these possibilities, but that works only for the units. Okay, so let's stay on the the scene number 7. It is the lead plus. It is a lead with the drive activated to have an extra boost, with the pitch activated, and also with let me check. Yes, it is correct, and also with the plex delay. So the sound is really rich sound. Okay, very, very nice. And the end, you have the Crunch Plus. Sorry again. Based on the channel D of the amp, it is a Bogfish. It's again Bogfish Stratto with less gain. It's different EQ settings to have the crunch sound. Very nice. And of course, you can customize what you want with, for example, for the Plexiverb, also with the phaser, block 90 or fast vibe to have a Henry. Activate the pitch, and also you can select different pitch channel to have more detune effects. Or you can switch, let the sound very simple. Very nice. Okay, what do you think? about this preset. So let me know with your comments or in the chat. And what is your favorite cabinets? Claudio says the Friedman Friedman V30. Yes, it could be very nice. It is the C channel. So you can select this one. Completely different characters of the sound. To select the proper cabinets, I suggest you to play over the backing track, because sometimes the sound alone sounds very nice, but in the mix sometimes it's not good. So this is the reason that sometimes I prefer that in this case the Citrus, because Citrus it seems with less bass frequencies, but in the mix to me sounds better. And for example, I would like to select. Let me check. This backing track, for example. This is the Friedman. This is the Citrus. Citrus, it is much more focused and this is the V30. This is the Citrus. So if you listen the sounds alone, maybe you prefer the V30, but in the mix the Citrus, it is much more out of the mix, let's say. Is much more present. Okay. So let's check your questions. Marco, you have an empty block after the 2 delays. There is any reason for you sleep that block go to reverb? Francesco, I have space, and why? I use all the metrics. You can use the simple shunt. I can put, for example, if I need, I can put the. Let me show you. I can put the looper here, for example. Especially on the XFX3, I have no problem with the power, so it makes no sense that I reduce the dimension of the rig, because to say what? Only for a shunt is nothing. So if I need, I can put the looper here, okay, and I use the looper to. Okay. Okay. Now, because you point me out this shunt, I use the looper and I let it, and so I modify immediately the presets. So I create a new update with the looper. Thank you. The looper, for example, is a problem with FM3 because needs a lot of power. Okay. Okay, Claudio Chiari, ciao, beautiful sound. Cheers from Brazil. Ciao, Claudio. Landau, Luke, and Sykes. Let's call it LLS. Very nice, John Yeski. Thank you so much. Usually, what kind of cab use Bogner? Depends, Claudio. Typically use the V30, but the cabinet itself depends of also the how it build and what is the microphone. V30 should be the proper cabinet because I have Bogner, and the Bogner cabinet use the V30, but sometimes you can use the Greenback. It depends. What I want to tell you is the cabinet influence a lot the voice of the amp. Sorry for I'm really flu. Exactly, very important that the sound integrates well into the mix. Citrus comes out better than for me. Exactly. So you have to take care of this because sometimes when you create the sound, you like very much the sound very fat. But at the end, you have to listen this sound into the mix. This is the V30. This is the Satriani. Especially for the lead. Of course, you can use the V30 for the rhythm. Why not? You have the gapless functionality, so why not? You can select. You can select the V30 for the rhythm part. You are here. You go to the lead and you select the citrus. Why not? This could be nice. Very nice. So let's configure different this one. Also with the clean, you can select different. Clean is better than Friedman with Greenback. Maybe. With Greenback is nice. So let's select the Greenback. Also for this one. So with Fractal, you can do what you want. This is really amazing because using the channels and using the gapless, you can have different sounds, different voice using the same amp. Like in this case, the amp is the same. It is Bogfish Stratto. You change in the cabinet, you can have a rhythm sound with a V30, so that it is, let's say, more in the mix. and with the citrus, you have the sound out of the mixer. Okay, it's really incredible because the amp is the same, the cabinet is different, and you can tweak, you can adapt your sound to the mixer. So let's try a different backing track. So I'm curious to listen how it works with different. Okay. No, okay. 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 This is the rhythm part. On the rhythm part, I can also switch on the pitch. And you can hear how the lead is rise up immediately. Okay, this is a clear example how you can use, you can tweak this preset, because I designed this preset not only to have the fixed scenes, but you can select and you can work yourself to select the different scenes. Of course, you can use as a lead if you prefer it, of course. Instead to use the Bogfish Stratto, you can use the brown as a lead. It's absolutely up to you. Francesco, Marco, this preset sounds very close to the Steve Vai song. On album, the story of life, the song is erasing the world every very smile. I like it very much. Clean separation between the strings. But you consider that Steve Vai used Bogner for a very, very long time. I I see the first Bogner on the G3 live. You should remember Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, and Eric Johnson, and that was the first time I saw the Bogner Ecstasy used by Steve Vai, and he used Ecstasy since a long time, and I own that amp for a long time, 20 years at least. And now my favorite preset is based on Bogner, all Bogner Ecstasy especially. So Bogner Fish amp is close to the Bogner. The root is the same. The voice is very, very similar. And so I'm really happy when I start to design the presets with the Bogner equipment. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your attention. If you want, this preset is available on my store. You can search. You can find the description and the link on the description. And of course, you can search by typing in the search bar MF Bogfish. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend and see you soon. Thank you so much.